What's up? How you doing? How you doing? Excuse me. It's my first time going live on my YouTube on my phone. um, so if you don't know me, my name is Lovely. I go by Lovely. I guess that's like an alias on here for me. So I'm Lovely. Yes, people know me as such. Um, it's been a while since I've been on here. It's been a few years. I see that the last video I posted says like 4 or 5 years ago. And yeah, that's crazy. I just got off work. It's like 8 in the morning right now. I don't have like any makeup on. I wear a mask today. Like, so I'm like all like, yeah. You're getting raw me right now. You're getting raw lovely right now. um, but yeah, just in my spirit, I just felt spiritually inclined to deliver a message, and I wanted to do that. And I just want to update where just briefly, where I've been at. I know I don't have many subscribers, and I'm hoping to change that in the future by doing this more so, making this channel a diary, you know, to see, reach out and see if anybody is experiencing the things that I'm experiencing. And if you are, we can connect. And if not, just know you're not alone, that I'm here because I feel like I'm alone. So I don't want anybody else to feel like they're alone, and also feel like just speaking this out is helpful as well. Anywho, so yeah, just it's been a minute since I've been here. I'm in my car, obviously, if you could see by the way. See, in my car, it's kind of dirty, so. But like I said, I just got off work. It's been a minute since I've been here. Um, if you don't know me, I'm Lovely. I did some spiritual videos some years ago, and then I was on this journey, going through a whole bunch of stuff. Dealing with got sucked into that Israelite stuff, and then I got sucked into it's African spirituality, and it was just, I went down a whole road. I'm saying, you could see previously in my videos, I went down a whole road, and then I learned and discovered and found all these things. And anyway, ultimately, I found Jesus, okay, or Jesus found me. All right, the highest Lord, the highest of highs, the Elohim, the Almighty God, Yeshua Hamashiach, the number one, the Lord, the Creator, the only, found me. Okay. Yes, I know everything about the cross that you need to know. You think it's real, you think it's not, it's a symbolism, blah, blah, blah. I already know. I still choose to wear it. Yes, I know everything about black people and the Bible and the slavery. About, and now they use this, and it's a white man's book. It's not. And I promise you, I've been through every aspect, every religion, and Jesus found me. Okay, Jesus spoke to me. So if you're on this channel now, just know that that's what this is. That's my journey. That's what I'm on. That's the message that I'm on. That's what I found. That's what I've related to, and that's this channel moving forward. All right. So all the previous videos that you see, um, of me talking all of that hocus pocus voodoo stuff, like that was clearly me searching for answers, being lost, and you know, uh, being confused, by dark energy, dark spirits, whatever you may call it, and not yet found. Clearly was lost, searching, right? So, so that's where I'm at right now. I found Jesus for some years now. You see, I haven't been here for some years. It's been about 5 years. I've been with Jesus for quite some time now, a few years. Three. I would say I've been more following my love for Jesus for about 2 years now, a year and a half, and it's getting more and more. It's getting more deeper, and I'm still working on things. You know what I mean? Lord knows I am. But it's better. It's getting deeper as the time goes on. So uh, I know where I'm at now. But and I know myself, and I have answers to things that I've had questions to before I found Jesus. And he's always trying to give me the answers. And he today, and I'll touch more on my story and how I found Jesus, the more this channel grows. But right now, I want to talk about today. I want to talk about what led me to get back on YouTube and create this live right now and plan to do this more in the future. I am I'm really tired. I'm really tired. I'll just say that. And let me just say in advance, excuse me if I get emotional, because I'm an emotional person, so I get a little teary eyed. I get a little watery eyed because I get so deep into it. You know what I mean, about how I speak. I touch myself sometimes. So, but I'm not sad. I'm just very very strong about how I feel. And I will just say that I'm very tired. I'm very frustrated, and I think I'm being tested. Okay. And I don't know if anybody's going through what I'm going through at this moment. Or maybe it's just how you doing, Get Fit? How you doing, Sashisa? How you doing? Hi, hi. Oh, from New York. That's what's up. That's what's up. Nice to see you. Thanks for being in here. Uh, but yeah, I don't know if anybody's going through the things I'm going through at the moment, but I just feel like, especially, and this is gonna focus more on the workplace. I feel like I'm being tested, y'all. I feel like I'm being tested harder than usual. Harder than usual, especially now, since I've been on my path with Jesus. My biggest struggle I've noticed in my own life is every job that I have is a struggle. Every job I have is such a struggle, right? And I don't mean that like any normal person. They say, oh, everybody's stressed out at their job and their workplace and all that. Mine is different. I really feel like mine is different. Only because, I don't know if anybody knows about spiritual attacks, gang stalking, you know what I mean, workplace bullying, but I experience that on a daily basis. And not only on a daily basis, but it's been all of my life, I would say. Pretty much every job I've ever had, I've had to go through this. And I get really emotional talking about it because I don't I I feel like I know why, but I don't know why. And I feel like this is a clearly a chosen one's issue, you know? It's a chosen one's issue. And I know who I am, and I know that I'm going to be experiencing spiritual and emotional attacks, but I just want to live, and I want to get along with people. I do. But it seems like it's not made for me, you know? Excuse me. I'm sorry. I know. I'm not whining to you guys. I'm just, I guess this is how you get raw and emotional. You get raw and real right here. This is how you get raw and real. But I feel like it's not made for me to get along with people. No matter how hard I try. It's, and you start to think to yourself, is it me? Am I the problem? Like, am I the one that needs to change? And then you start changing yourself. You start trying to be nicer. You start trying to get along with people. And it still doesn't work. It's almost like they just don't like you for no reason. And then you hit a point where you're like, you know what? I don't care. What's up, Nick? How you doing? Morning to you. Excuse me for, I know you coming in when I'm teary-eyed, but maybe watch this video back. But yeah, it's almost like you try and you almost get to the point where you're like, you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm gonna be me, and I don't really care what anybody thinks about it, and I'm gonna be respectful, but I'm gonna be me. And then you do that, and it still doesn't work out, and you just really don't know where to be or where to go. And I in my own personal life, I've come to notice that it's pretty much every job that I have, I go through this. Every job. Whenever I hit a point where I start a career, I've been at my same job now for 8 years. I've been moving around in different departments. I work for a really big company, right? Corporate business, which we'll get into later. But when I feel like I get restless, I move around. And I've had jobs before that. I've been in the medical field. And that's another thing, being a chosen. It's almost like we can't figure out what we're doing because we can't fit in anywhere, you know? And, I've been in the medical field. I've been in the surveillance. I've been in culinary, I've been in hospitality, I've been in guest services. It's like everywhere I go, somebody is, oh, nobody, like, it's not, I won't say nobody likes me, but I always have a problem with majority of the people that I work with. Like, majority of the people, no matter how much I try to get along with them, everywhere I go. And I don't know what God's trying to do. I really don't. But I don't know. I feel like my message is, I don't think I'm supposed to be working for other people. Like, I don't think I don't think that I'm meant to work for other people. I get into a business, I work really hard. I respect people, I respect boundaries, I communicate professionally, and it's like on a daily basis, especially at my job now, I'm going through spiritual attacks on a regular basis. What's up, Jason? I appreciate that. You have your own purpose in life. It's okay. You are closer than you think. I hope so. I hope so. Like, y'all, I'll just be living. I don't know if you guys go this, but I'll just be living my life, just walking around, living my life. Like, either at work or in the street. If somebody could just walk by me and verbally assault me for no reason. Like, just verbally assault me for no reason. One time I was just standing at my station at my job. This dude walked by. He saw I had a ring on my finger. He said, "You ain't married." That's what he said when he walked by. That's just an example. Today, that just really like irritated me too, and this is stuff that happens to me on a daily basis. I'm a small woman, right? Okay, I'm like 4'11", right? Like 5 feet, 4'11". I'm a grown woman, an adult, and people on a daily basis have to tell me how short I am on a daily basis. Like, like I could just be walking around in the street, and they just feel the need to tell me how short I am. Like, what's up, Sam? How you doing? Like, they just need to look at me and just be like, "Hey, you're short," and I'm like, "Okay, thanks." I've only been living with myself since I've been born, but thanks for the message. And then today, I'm my job. I'm in a supervisor position, right? Nobody at my job seems to respect me. Like, it's crazy. It's like I'm nice to them. I ask them politely to do things. I speak to them. They just don't care about anything that I say. I don't know. I'm like, is it because I'm short? Is it because I'm a woman? Is it because, like, I'm direct? Like, I don't know what it is, but like today, one of my staff, I'm just living my life, helping him do something, living my life. And he's gonna say, "Hey, I have a question." I said, "Okay, sure." He says, "I was just wondering, do you have a step stool in your house?" That's what he says to me, just out of nowhere. He just feels the need to be negative. So then when I say, "Why did you feel like you need to tell me that?" And he was like, "Oh, I was just asking." I'm like, "But why?" So then literally we had to have a 20-minute conversation. We had to have a 20-minute conversation why view that as rude and disrespectful. And they never apologized. He had to double down on it. And it's like, what? And then an instance right before that, I'm helping another one of my staff members. And he looks at me, he says, if you were one of us, I could see you always calling the supervisor. I could see you always being like this. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, why do you feel like you need to tell me that? Like, why do you feel the need to have to tell me that? And he's like, "Oh, just to play around." I'm like, I'm not playing with you. Like, I'm not your friend. Why are you just playing around? Why do you feel like you need to play around with me negatively? I don't want to play. I'm working and I'm doing my job and I'm helping you. Let's see what you said, Bigfoot. Learn to have tough skin. You have to understand that narcissistic people are controlling your emotions. That's facts. That's facts. Chasing, all beings are attracted to the light. Facts, 100%. And I consider myself a really good person, but then, like, they always got me, and you know what? And I have to pull myself back in, but they always make me think it's me, like I'm the problem. Like, they flipped it, or they tried to flip it on me. And the thing is that I can see what they do, and that's another reason why it's hard for me to get along with people. It's because I'm always calling people out on their stuff. Like, I'm like, I think that's rude. Or when they try to flip it on me, and then I tell them, I'm saying, the fact that you guys are trying to make me feel bad, I had to tell them, I said, the fact that you're trying to make me feel bad, about me reacting about how I feel, how I think is rude, is crazy to me. And then they go tell the managers, my managers, like, oh, she has a problem. I'm always the B word at work. I'm like always the B word. And now I feel like I'm being targeted. And we'll talk about this more as the journey goes in my job. But like my job, like I'm almost to the point where like I don't know. I feel like something's gonna happen. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like something's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I feel like it's gonna be something big on my side or their side, because I'm constantly disrespected at my job, and like I'm constantly being targeted, constantly being verbally assaulted, just living, working. And then people just constantly have to say something about my height, something about the way I look, something about my voice, something about my personality, telling me who I am. You're like this, you're like that. People think you're like this. You know, my managers called me in the office and told me that they ran the cameras back one day and looked like I was walking aggressively towards someone. Like, and I have a strong stride, y'all. Like, I have like a model walk, strong stride. And they said that it looked like you were walking aggressively. I said, what? It looked like what? I was walking aggressively. I'm like, it's a camera. Y'all looking at it from an aerial view and there's no audio. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, that's your perception. I'm like, so you just gonna perceive me like that? You just gonna see that and then think that's what happened? I'm walking aggressively? Like what? This is the type of stuff they come at me with. And today, like, you know what? And I guess what made me make this video is that, like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I don't even want to work. I have dreams that I'm trying to aspire to, and I feel like I'm like trapped where I am. Like, not only do I feel like I'm trapped, but I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm clearly not meant to be there. Like, my job is very patriarch. It's corporate, very patriarch. You know, no offense, a lot of white people, which is fine. A lot of black people too. But they put the black people in certain areas and they put the white people in certain areas, which is whatever. It's the system, it's them. I don't care. And I'm not all liberal like about it, but I see it for what it is. And then I'm a woman. So then I'm playing that game at the same time. So then, like, and then I'm also like very like direct, you know, very um educated with the way I speak. Like I choose my words wisely. So they perceive me a certain way. So then they see me as like the stereotype. Like they place this stereotype on me, like I'm a stuck up B word or I'm like this. And then it's like I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't know if they're trying to bring me down or they just don't respect me. But it's like a constant thing in every job that I go to. And then don't get me started with the women. Okay? Don't get me started with the women. It's not so much the men. The men, they're a little bit easier, but they just don't protect or respect me. But the women, they're just dramified. Like just dramified. And they just don't like me when they just see me and they just treat me like crap. Like, and it's like, yo, I'm a person where I see you and I'm like, hey, how you doing? My name's so and so. Like, and that's just bad for them. They don't like that. Let me see. Don't give these people your time or attention if you're able to read about Sigma personality. Alpha can't control them, and Beta is jealous. What's in your heart? My heart is, yeah, Bigfoot. I'll look into that. I've heard about the whole Sigma thing. I try not to get into too much of that stuff, but I just try to read my Bible, see what Jesus say. Because Jesus, I know Jesus be like, look, I be thinking of Apostle Paul, and I be thinking of Job, and I be like, oh, he went through it all, okay? They went through it all, and I be thinking about, like how all up in the furnace, I be thinking about, I be like, okay, they went through this, I can go through that, I can do it, I can deal with it, I can do it. That's how I pull myself back in. If they can do it, I can do it. What's in my heart, chasing, is good intentions. And that's how I know that when people tell me stuff, when I talk to them, I'm like, you can't, I rebuke them. I say it at my job all the time. They pull me, because now at this point, I'm tired, y'all. I've been at my job 8 years, and I'm a good employee. And this is the third department I've been in, right? Because I move around. And this is the worst one I've been in. And now at this point, I feel like I'm fed up. So when they tell me stuff, and they come at me, like, they compile me, like, they've been compiling me. And I already know they don't like me. I hear it. They don't like me. My coworkers tell me they don't like me. So I'm like, okay, and they're like, I just tell them, I say, look, at this point, it is what it is, whatever happens, happens. And the reason why you may ask, like, oh, why do you think they don't like you? It's because I'm a dirty little rule follower, y'all. I'm a dirty little rule follower. And that's how I know I don't mesh with the system, and I don't mesh well with certain workplaces and society. And I'm not meant to work with other people. Like, I mean, work under people. I'm meant to either have my own business, like my family, because clearly, like, my mother was like that. Like, a lot of my other family members are like that. Or, I have to create my own stuff. Education, power, understand others' mental health is enlightening. Yeah. And I feel like I can definitely see people, and I read people and I check them, and they don't like that. But yeah, like, I'm a dirty little rule follower at work. I do have a strong personality in my claws, very strong. I'm a dirty little rule follower at work. I follow all the policies, all the procedures. Something happens, I'm like, let's do this. I'm like, let's do what we're supposed to do. The managers don't show up to meetings. I call them out on it, y'all. Today, my manager, he scheduled a meeting on my schedule. He didn't show up, y'all. Last week he did the same thing. This is the second time he stood me up. The second time. Like, this is the second time he stood me up. So he didn't even give me the courtesy to contact me. Last week he did 2 hours before we were supposed to have the meeting. Then this week he just didn't show up, didn't tell me or anything. So this is the stuff I deal with. They don't even respect me enough to show up to the meeting. And then when I tell them that stuff and I say, hey, this is not a polite thing to do, they don't like me. Or when I tell them, hey, this person is corrupt, this person's stealing, they don't do anything about it. Everything I've ever told them that is wrong or going against policy or going against law or going against work, I tell them, and now I complain too much, y'all. Now I complain too much. I'm pointing too much stuff out, clearly, and I'm too much of the rule follower. I point out too much stuff, and everybody does whatever they want to do in there, and they don't care. And I guess I'm not. There's not a lot of people like me that are like that, because a lot of people, especially in my workplace, I guess, they don't care. Like, they don't care. Do you work for a corporation or a private company? Is it government policy, government job? I work for a corporation. It's not government. It deals with government, but it's not government. It's a big corporation, very big, and it's about the system, and it's a brand. Like, it's a big one. So they don't care, clearly. And it's okay that, I get the system. Yeah, corporate is bad. And I get the system. I get the corporate system. I get it. But it just seems like, y'all, I started from, like, the bottom, y'all. The bottom of that business. Like, I started from the bottom. This one, when it came to my area, it was a dirt patch. I opened it up. So I was part of the first people that opened it. I've been there 8 years. So I was part of the first people that opened it. I started at the lowest level. Now I'm in a supervisor position, right? And this is the third department I'm in, and that's from just naturally moving around, right? And they've just, the whole 8 years, like, they've just treated me like basically a number, which is fine, because I get it. That's the way corporate works. But then every time I try to get to a certain level, it's like it's like something spiritually stops me. Like, yeah, McClaws. I don't know if you go through the same thing I'm going through, but, like, I worked myself in the bottom in the first department. Y'all, I got promoted in the first department. I was in that department for like 2 years. The second month after I got promoted, they laid me off, right? And then it was like this massive, anyway, it was a whole thing. Took me like a year and a half to get over that. Left, came back, got into a different department. Got promoted, moved to a different one. Now it's like I'm getting attacked again. It's like, and I've been in this position for about a year now. And it's like, every time and now I'm trying to get to the next position, y'all. Right? And my managers, they know that. I've been telling them that for the past 9 months. And I'll be 2 years next year that I've been in that department. And ever since, like, I've been communicating that, it's like something spiritually is not only trying to bring me down, but my managers or whatever, I just feel like I'm being attacked. Like, you know what I mean? Like, clearly I can't move up there. Clearly I can't. Clearly it's not meant for me. And I'm trying to accept it, because it's like, I've been there so long, you know? Yeah. Yeah, Bigfoot. I'm trying to avoid the drama, and I don't know what it's almost like the drama tries to come to me. That's how I know this is a spiritual warfare. That's how I know this is part of the spiritual attacks that I'm going through, because I can keep to myself. I can either go two ways. I go rogue, where I'm just like, I don't even care anymore. Right? And I'm just gonna go, I'm just do whatever. They fire me, whatever. I've tried that. And clearly, I've been, it still doesn't work. And then I've gone the I'm gonna lay low, be real quiet type. Not even talk to anyone. Try to be low. And they still come at me. That's when they come at me. I walk aggressively. I walk aggressively, y'all. On the cameras. It looked like I'm walking aggressively towards someone. And I'm like, what? I'm like 4'11". This is a grown man. What? And nobody was even there. I'm like, and why? Why? Why are you coming at me with that? Why do people got to come at me with, oh, you're short. Oh, you're this. What? Like, I'm your manager. Like, why are you disrespecting me? Like, and then I appreciate that, McClaws, but at this point, I feel like I don't even want it anymore. You know? I feel like I don't even want it. And let me tell you what one of my other coworkers did, y'all. This is how I know that, like, God, I don't know, he's testing me. Like, I don't know what I need to figure out, but I'm like, this is hard for me to be tested like this. Yo, one of my coworkers, one of my staff, right? She disrespected me so much. This girl is like 6 foot, right? This girl's like 6 foot, 6'1". I'm like 4'11", y'all, right? I told you I'm like 4'11", 5 feet. Proud. We get into a conversation about respect. Literally, we're like connecting. 30 minutes later, to make a long story short, I'm trying to do something for her, and I'm telling her I need to sign to release her. She says, oh, I'm going to sign it. I'm like, no, I need to sign it. I'm the supervisor. Y'all, the paper that I had to sign, she going to hold it up in the air like this. And she's like 6 feet, yo. So now, the paper is like 3 more inches higher. And now it's like 6'3" in there. She's like, don't make me do this, lovely. Don't make me do this. Holding it up like I'm like nana nana boo boo. Like I'm freaking 10. And I'm older than this girl. Like this girl's like in her early 20s. I'm older than her. And I'm her supervisor. And she said, don't make me do this. Don't make me do this. And I said, first of all, I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, no. And she's like, I'm going to do it. I'm like, no, I need to do it. And then she's like, oh, don't make me pull my height on you. Don't make me pull my... I'm like, girl. So I said, so then these are the things I experience where I have to bring it down and I get serious and they don't like my directness where I'm like, so I said, look, we just had a conversation 30 minutes ago about respect and how people treat me. And I feel like you're doing the same thing to me right now. I feel like you're not respecting me and you're using your height against me. And I said, and I'm grown and I'm the supervisor and you're not listening to me. I said, you didn't listen to me over there. You're not listening to me over here. And now you're trying to use your height against me. Why are you doing that? And she said, she looked at me like, I could tell she was like taken aback. And then she was like, she was like, oh, so you don't trust me to do it? I said, no, I don't trust you anymore after this. And she said, wow, really? That's how you feel? I said, yeah, that is how I feel. Now it's just awkward between us. And that's how that's an experience I kind of have with every coworker that I encounter. It's like I have to it's like something happens where I have to, there's like this boundary and this line gets crossed and I have to check it, and now I'm like the most hated person at my job. Literally every job I go to. So clearly I can't work anywhere. What am I going to do? I don't know where to do or where to go, because all I want to do is be a leader. All I want to do is help others. Like all I want to do is the right thing, y'all. All I want to do is inspire people. All I want to do is make change and make that place better. That's all I want to do. And it's like, everybody's just... It's like, everybody's just trying to stomp on me. And I can't get respect from my coworkers. I can't get respect from my peers. My management won't protect me. And I'm the bad guy at work. I'm the bad guy. I'm the most hated. I'm the most hated, y'all. It makes me question myself sometimes. It really does. Because I'm the common denominator. I'm the common denominator. Let me check this out. That's evil, and you can reject the energy dealing with narcissistic people was challenging for me until I understood what they were doing, and now I have power to battle their brain. The problem with you, you're trying too hard, just let it go. That's true. And you know what? I think it's hard for me to let it go, because I'll have periods where I do let it go, and then it's like it'll backfire. And then I'll have periods where like I don't let it go, and then it'll still backfire. So like I feel like maybe like I should just let my job go. Like that's what I'm feeling like. Like, you know what I mean? like like I should just let my job go. I mean, McCall, I don't know if I'm too serious, you know what I mean? Because this is something that I've been dealing with kind of all my life. It's just that it's worse at jobs. But like, trust me, I've I'm a pretty chill person. I'm just fed up. Like, I'm just fed up. I'm just fed up. No, McClose, how you gonna tell me who I am? See, this is what I mean. Look, no, you are not. You are too serious. That's it. And I said, no, I'm not. You said, yes, you are. I can tell. You see? And now, why are people always trying to tell me who I am? Like, that's crazy. That's what I mean. Like, why is everybody always trying to tell me, oh, I could tell. I know. I can tell by looking at you. Like, what? I could tell by just this one conversation we're having. Like, what? Like, bro, this whole conversation doesn't mean that just sums me up in a nutshell. And that's the thing I don't like. I don't like people trying to tell me who I am, because you don't know me. And that's what people tell me every day. So you deal with someone trying to tell you who you are every day, tell you you're this, tell you you're that. And for some people, you might be like, oh, it's okay, just let it go. Okay, that's you. Easier said than done. You're you, I'm me. You don't have the same path I have. You didn't experience the same things I experienced in life to get to where I am, to earn respect. And maybe it's easier for you to let certain things go, but like, are people doing the same things to you as they do to me? Are you a woman? Are you being talked to the way you're being talked to? Are you like dealing with like certain stuff that I don't think so. And like I said, at some points I can be serious, but a lot of points I don't care. Just like I don't care about this job anymore. I don't care. That's where my job be trying to tell me stuff now. I'd be like, yo, I'm tired of y'all. Like, do whatever you want. My manager didn't show up to the meeting. I'm like, this is bullcrap. Now I just tell them all the time, like, I don't care. They can fire me if they want to, because I really don't care. like I be telling them, I be like, now, like, y'all can say whatever you want. They pull the cameras up, tell me I'm walking aggressively. I said, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. I said, that's what I told him directly, my manager. I said, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. I said, that's your perception. I said, I don't walk. I said, I have a strong stride. I said, so I don't know what you mean by that. I don't even know what you mean. But you know what? You do whatever you got to do. They want to write me up. They want to do this. They want to put that. They're trying to push me out. Do whatever you got to do. My other coworkers tell me, oh, they don't like you. They don't want you to be here. Do whatever you got to do. Fire me. Do whatever you got to do. Because at this point, like, I can't, like, that place, it won't change. And it's like crazy because I was warned multiple times, and it's like, I don't know. I guess I was just too attached to it. But now I'm just seeing too clearly that God is trying to tell me, I think, that it's just time to move on. And clearly that's not it. Like, I'm supposed to be doing something else. And I know in my heart, I'm not made to work for other people. Like, I have dreams and goals and desires, and I feel like I'm an actor. Like, I feel like I'm putting on a role. Like, find another way to reach your goals. Yeah, exactly. And that's why Bigfoot, I'm doing this. That's what made me do this video. And that's what, full circle. That's what made me do this video, and why I haven't been on YouTube in 5 years. Because I want to make change. You know what I mean? I want to inspire people. Like, I want to help people. Like, I have a testimony. I have a story. Like, I've been through a lot. And all I want to do is make change, like, and inspire others. And when I go to a job, when I go to a place, I take that, like, and I'm like, and I want to make people happy. Like, I'm always smiling. I'm always laughing with people. People joke, people laugh. I joke and I laugh. But when I feel like I'm being disrespected, especially by a stranger, especially by people I don't know, yeah, I'm going to check you. And I have every right to do that, because I like boundaries, especially at work. But I have a journey, and I clearly, and I know I'm not supposed to be doing this, but it's like, I guess I'm just like afraid to just stop and just do it. You know what I mean? And it's like, sometimes, you feel like you need your job, you depend on your job. Like, you have to work because you got to pay these bills, you got to do this, and you're afraid to take that risk. And it's like, you know what? I guess I just feel like now, which is what made me make this video, is that I don't care anymore. Like, I guess that's just how I feel. Like, I don't care anymore. Like, I don't even care if I don't have a job. I almost feel like I don't even care what happens. Like, I'm going to just put it in God's hands. Like, you know, they fire me. It is what it is. I end up quitting before then. That's cool too. Like, I thought that this was something I really wanted to do, and I thought I could make change there, but I can't. Like, so at this point, I'm just like, whatever. You know, I'm gonna let God tell me what He want me to do and bring it to me. I'm gonna keep doing these videos. I'm gonna talk more about some of my experiences, some things I have planned, like some stuff I want to do, and I'm just gonna see where this channel goes. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. It's gonna be a side endeavor that I'm gonna pursue. Um, this is gonna be something that I'm gonna pursue. So whenever I feel inclined to go live, whenever I'm inclined to do something, I will, and I'll post it. And hopefully, the message will be out there, and it'll help someone. Like, you know what I mean? It'll make change for someone else too. And and I don't know where that's gonna take me, but that'll at least make me feel good that I'm putting that out there, that I'm releasing that urge, that somebody is actually listening, and somebody actually cares. And and I do have some people in my life that do care, small circle. And that's another thing about being chosen, is that the circle is small. But what I will say about this video, just to keep it concluded, just about concluded, is that chosen ones in the workplace, clearly isn't a thing that can really exist for very long. And it's like almost like you got to be in and out. That's why I always feel like I have to move around in different departments, and clearly I need to move jobs. I don't know. I'm gonna clearly, be responsible, obviously, and secure something before I just leave. But it's just so frustrating and sad when you have good intentions and you're a good person and you want to do the right thing, and you want to make sure people do the right thing, and when that's your job, and you want to inspire others, and it's like in that place, like, the negativity is winning. It's conquering. It's conquering it, and you're like the only voice that's being heard, and then you get spiritually attacked, bullied, gang stalked on a regular basis. And it's like, then you got to deal with that. You got to deal with the mental health aspect of it. And it's like, is it worth it? Have you exhausted all of your energy and everything that you need to do? Like, maybe you did all that you need to do at that place, and you completed your mission, and now you're just overstaying your welcome. And that's how I'm feeling. I'm still on that time. And God tried to take me out of here before. When I came back, laid off and came back, God tried to take me out before. But now it's like it's on my time. And I don't know. I just know that I have bigger things that I'm supposed to be doing. I'm destined for bigger things. Sorry. You know, I just know that I am. And like, I have so many skills and things that I'm trying to provide. It's like, where do I put them? Like, I have so many things, and I have so many licenses, y'all. Like, I have so many like licenses and things that I've like gone to school for, and I do that, I'll do this, it's like, what are you doing? And all I really want to do is nothing. Like, if we're just keeping it real, I really want to do nothing. I really want to win the lottery. I really don't want to work. And if I do want to work, it's just like 1 or 2 days a week. Like, but every time I am in a position like that and I work, I always have the need and the urge to excel. Like, I had the need and the urge to get higher and higher and higher up. So I know that is inside me. But I don't want to work. I'd rather work for myself. My ultimate goal is to become a lawyer, and then become a judge, and then become a mayor. That's like my dream, right? I would die a lawyer though, So that's something I'm pursuing, right? And it's a long journey, but that's a step that I like to take. But that is just living in. That's just because I have a skills in like in law and stuff like that. I just know that I have skills, so I know that it's good for me to apply them there, and I know that I want to make change, so it's good for me to apply them there. So I know I'd be good at that. But I would love to just like be a singer and do karaoke and just be like a local celebrity and do karaoke and sing and then make YouTube videos. Like that's if I don't have to work. If I have to work, I'd rather be a lawyer and be a judge and then become a mayor of a small town and just do that. And if not work, I'd rather just be on YouTube, sing, go to karaoke bars, sing in local karaoke bars, be like, oh, that's lovely. Oh, there she is. Oh, she sings every other weekend, and then just like do YouTube videos and just live my life doing that, and then talk about all Jesus and all the crazy stuff that I have to experience. But now I'm here. For now, I'm here, y'all. I'm here. I'm in the system. I'm a worker bee. Okay? I'm a worker bee, and you're here with me. And we're gonna experience this together. We're gonna go through this together on this journey. Cause I'm not gonna be the only one that's stressing out and about to lose my mental health, okay? And have a whole freaking breakdown over here. It's not about no. Jesus be reeling me back in, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Jesus reels me back in. Okay? Because I have vices, and I can tell when I hit that point where I'm about to start relying on my vices. Okay, but I pray to be healed from them all the time by the Lord. You know, it's slow progress, but it is what it is. But yeah, like I'm not about to be the only one. So for now, I'm here. You're here. Hello. Hey, dude. We better be together. We're here together. We're gonna go through this together. Okay. We're gonna go through this journey together, and I'm gonna rely on you. I'm gonna lean on you, and you're gonna lean on me. All right. And I'm basically gonna come to you every so often, you know, and dump all this stuff on you. Okay. So I hope that you are okay with that, and we're gonna see what happens from there. I'm just gonna dump everything on you because it has to go somewhere. Because I say it to myself, I say it in my house, I just, but no, I want to say it to you. And I want you to know about everything I'm going through. So, because I'm just tired of the weird stuff. Like, I'm just tired of the weird stuff at my job. I'm tired of the random weird stuff in my life. Living my life, walking my dog. Just weird stuff happens to me all the time. And I think you guys should know about it. I think you guys should know about it. I think you guys should know about all the weird stuff that happens to me on a regular, daily basis. Like, if I had a camera for all the stuff that happens to me on a regular, daily basis, you'd probably be like, why are you living this life? Sometimes I think I'm legitimately in the Truman Show. Like, I think I'm in. Sometimes I really do. I'm like, oh, yo, am I a main character? Is somebody playing me because weird, random stuff is happening to me, like, all the time, like every hour, every second, you know? Especially when I encounter people. It's almost like, y'all, I'm extroverted, okay? And I love being out. Like, I love talking to people, but I cannot be around people, okay? And I know some people say that. They're like, oh, I can't be around me. No, it's not the same, I don't think, when you're a chosen one. Like, I can't look at people directly in their eye. Like, if I look them directly in their eye, they look at me and then they start walking over to me. If I get too close to a person, like, or just like walk my dog, they have to come out of their way to walk around and walk towards me. They have to come towards me. I can't talk to somebody for too long because then, like, they start asking me questions, trying to dig in my life. Then they either start negatively saying mean things to me or trying to, like, dig into my life. You know, I can't talk to too many like people or women, because if I encounter them, it's almost like I look at them in their eyes and I could just tell what they're thinking, and what they feel like, and I don't treat them anyway, I'm just used to it. So I just say, hey, what's up, and they just look at me and they're like, they stare, and I'm like, can I help you? And they're like, oh, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go right over here this way, blah blah blah. And always feel the need to have to tell me something about myself after an encounter. Like every time I see meet a stranger and they leave, they have to tell me about me. It's either going to be good or bad, but literally like 80% of the time, it's negative. And it's like the devil, it really be trying to like bring me down. Like he really be every person I meet. That's how I know it's so many it's so many like afflicted, spiritually afflicted people that are have evil within them, that he just be reaching them all the time, going in them all the time to speak to me. Like that movie Fallen. Y'all seen that movie Fallen with Denzel Washington? It's just like that movie. This person. Look at oh look. Oh crap. Can y'all not see it? What is that? Oh, did I not? Oh, it don't flip. Okay. Anyway, it's like that movie Fallen. Have y'all seen that movie? And this lady just literally like walked behind me, walked on my, and then anyway, that movie Fallen. Like when they be jumping in people and then try to like get on you or harass you. Oh, there, it did work. Never mind. And try to get on you or harass you or whatever, and like possess different people. That's like literally what I be going through. Like I go through that. Like I can't. It's like it's almost like I can't really describe it, y'all, because it's kind of hard to describe it. But I can't be around too many people too long because it's like it's almost like they can see me. Like it's like they see me. I don't know. I'll be in my car, y'all, just minding my business in my car. And this has happened to me on numerous occasions. A car, I'm like, it's dark. It'll be night. Nobody's out here. I can't see. A car will slow down and stop right directly in front of my car. Just stop directly in front of mine. And I'll look around like, yo. And they'll just be in front of, just sit there and look at me for no reason. That's happened to me on numerous occasions. I'm gonna share a story with y'all that happened to me about a month ago, but you know, we'll go deeper through the channel, but it involves like why I can't be around people and like I get attacked, like and this somebody tried to act, I was almost physically attacked because of a spiritual, attack, and this person tried to physically attack me. A stranger. One of the what do they call them? One of the watchers or something like that. What do they call the people that just watch you? Like, they tried to like they actually tried to attack me. A random person. But anyway, we'll get into that another time. But I feel like it happens more at my job because I'm always there, right? That's where I spend majority of my time is at my job. Like that's basically like all I do is work and go home, and try to do stuff on my days off. But I feel like that's why it happens more verbally because it's at my job and I'm always there and I deal with the public, like on a like a lot of public, like thousands of people. I deal with the public, okay? So I feel like that's probably why I'm always getting verbally attacked, because it's too many encounters where people can speak to me, and I'm in that field. But when it comes to like outside of that, I'm like always getting watched or like followed or like I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. Like I'm just always being watched and attacked. This lady right here, let me show her, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all her. Y'all see this lady right here walking down? This lady. Okay. Yo. That lady was behind me, directly behind my car. I'm in my car talking, and then she walked behind my car, came back, and then walked around again next to me. Now she's walking up towards me right now. So, let's see. Luckily, there's another person behind me with a dog. She was about to walk. She was about to walk this way. I know what you might be thinking. Okay, I know what you might be thinking. Oh, you're paranoid. You're paranoid. Oh, it's paranoia. You can call it what you, it's not paranoia. I promise you it's not. I promise you it's not. This lady had this whole neighborhood. It's a sidewalk. She felt the need to walk in the park through the parking lot to walk in front of my car. Like, and then luckily it was a neighbor behind me with a dog, so she crossed the street. But that she was really just why? Well, all this neighborhood, all this area. You felt the need to walk by, walk back, walk by. Just weird energy, weird. And I think it's just because like they can feel it, like and they don't know, like people say, oh, they're attracted to the light, like they're just attracted to the difference. They're attracted to the, yeah, it is the light, but it's like they just can feel it, and sometimes they don't even know. They're just going over there. They just gotta hover. They gotta stare. They gotta like look. They gotta be like, oh, they gotta ask questions. They're just like, what is it? What is it? Like, it's no. It's because something's going on with you inside, where like clearly the He-Man is in there, and he wants you to talk to me, and you're crying out for help spiritually, and you're trying to feed off me. And instead of trying to be verbally abusive to me, ask me for help and be like, what is it about you? Anyway, y'all, that was the vent, okay? That was the vent. It was a little roller coaster. It was crying, it was laughing, it was anger. The 5 stages of grief. Okay? This is kind of like what I do. I just get it out, and then I'm like, okay. And then I keep it moving. That's what Jesus, that's the power of the light, I suppose. I just be like, yo, but that's why I'm gonna just dump everything on y'all. Like, it's gonna make it even better for me. Like, instead of me always having to convince myself everything's okay, I can just tell y'all, and then you just think it is lovely. Anyway, yeah, chosen ones. I don't know if you're going through the same thing I'm going through, but I've been going through this pretty much all my life, and I guess sometimes at some periods of my life they're harder than others, and this one is getting me to the point where I'm making videos again. So maybe that's what God wanted me to do too. He's like, do something else, lovely. Do something else. Like, what I mean? Put yourself back out there again, because he knows what I really want to do. And I've been telling myself like, oh, I need to get back to the videos, do this and that, but I just don't have the time. But I feel inclined. Now I got forced because like I was fed up. So now it's like God is like, yeah, that's that push I want you to do. I want you to be doing this. I have messages and I want you to be delivering them. And I'm delivering this one. And that message is, do not let anybody stress you out. You can cry, okay? You can vent. You can get teary-eyed. You can question. Just pray and just put it out there. And there's other people out there, and I'm sure that there's other people out there relating to this right now. And then it's okay, and it's gonna be okay as long as you're breathing and living. It's gonna be okay. Okay? And I mean that. I'm not just saying that. I'm trying to say myself sound crazy. My neighbors being, as long as you're breathing and living, everything is just gonna be a-okay, okay? Because you can't give up. You can't surrender. You can't check out. And I refuse to do that, because I won't. Because I know I have Jesus, and I know that he's doing something in my life that's great. I know he's doing something in my life that's great, because why did he make me like this? Why did he make me so resilient? Why did he make me talk myself into thinking that everything is going to be okay? Why did he make me just cry and be like, oh, it's fine? And like, the next day act like nothing happened. Why? Why do I keep going? Why do I keep, you know, having hope? Why do I keep seeing the good in people despite the negativity every day? Why do I keep trying? I don't know. I don't know, and I can't help it, and I can't cut it off. And so all I can do is accept it and just try to apply it where it's supposed to be, and I'm hoping that God puts me there soon. Okay? So I love you guys. Whoever sees this, just know I love you. I hope you love me. We're going to do this journey together. This is new for both of us. As in this relationship, I got you. I hope you got my back. I got your back. In Jesus' name, rebuke all the evil, and we will grow, and we will learn in this journey together more and more, and we will understand each other, and we will support each other, and yeah, forget them spiritual attacks and them gang stalkers and them watchers. All right, because Jesus got me. Jesus got us. Amen.